Let me ask you a question. Have you ever prayed for something so badly, but it didn't happen?
Maybe you prayed for good grades. Maybe you prayed to win a competition.
Maybe you prayed for a problem to disappear.
And when nothing seemed to change, she wondered, did Allah hear my dua? Well, today I want to tell you a story about a girl who asked the same question. This is the story of
The power of dua.
Once upon a time, there was a girl named Amira. Amira was a hardworking student. She studied every day, she completed her homework, she respected her teachers, and most importantly, she never forgot to make dua.
every night before sleeping. Amira raised her hands and said, Oh Allah, please help me become the best student in my class. She made the same dua every day, for weeks, for months, for an entire year. Finally, the day of the final exam arrived. Almira felt nervous, but she remembered her dua. Before entering the classroom, she whispered, Oh Allah, I have worked hard. Please help me. Then she took the exam. She answered every question carefully. When the exam ended, she felt confident. She believed that this year, her dream would finally come true. A few weeks later, the results were announced. All the students gathered in the school hall. The principal stepped forward. The best student of the year is... Everyone held their breath. Almira smiled. Her heart was racing. Surely, this was the moment she had prayed for. The best student of the year is Salsa. The hall exploded with applause. Everyone cheered. Salsa walked proudly to the stage, but Almira stood frozen. She smiled disappointed. She heard sang. It felt as if the world had stopped it. Indeed, Almira stood alone in her room. For the first time, she felt disappointed. She looked up at the ceiling and whispered, Ya Allah, I prayed every day. I studied hard. I tried my best. Why didn't you ask for my dua? Tears filled her eyes. She felt disappointed and a little bit angry. The next day, Almira visited her grandfather. Her grandfather was now a wise man. After hearing the story, her grandfather smiled gently. Then he asked, Almira, if a child asks for candy every day and her mother says no, does that mean she doesn't love her? Almira shook her head. No. Why not? Because maybe the candy is not good for her. Her grandfather nodded. Exactly. Her grandfather continued. Sometimes Allah says yes and gives us what we want. Sometimes Allah says not now because the timing is not right. And sometimes Allah says, I have something better for you. Almira listened carefully. For the first time, she began to understand. Months passed. Almira continued studying, but now she made dua differently. Instead of saying, Oh Allah, make me the best student, she said, Oh Allah, give me what is best for me. One day, a science competition was announced. Students from many schools will participate. Salsa, the top student, joined. Almira joined too. They worked hard for a week. The competition was arrived. And this time, Almira won first place. The judges were impressed by his creativity. She awarded a scholarship to attend a special science program. It was an opportunity she had never imagined. A dream even bigger than being a best student in his class.
At that moment, Amira raised her hand and said, "Thank you, Allah. You knew what I want, but you also knew what I needed."
My dear friends, sometimes we make dua and receive the answer immediately. Sometimes we wait days. Sometimes we wait months. Sometimes we wait years. But that doesn't mean Allah has forgotten us. Allah hears every prayer, every tears, every hope, and every whisper.
And even when we cannot see His way, we can trust His wisdom because Allah never ignores a sign's dua. He answers it in the way that is best for us. So never stop praying, never stop hoping. And never stop trusting Allah because the power of dua is not only in getting what we want. The power of dua is learning to trust the one who knows what is best. That's all from us. Thank you for watching. Wassalam.